Hello, welcome back. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at all the types of the filters that we mentioned earlier that is available within your Akai MPC. The ones you can apply to your drums or to your instruments or any samples you're bringing on board. Now, to make this work better, for us to have a better understanding, while we're going through each of those filters, I will bring in one of my previous works done. We're going to just cut a part of it. Then we are going to apply those filters on it, and then we'll hear the outcome. That is how we're going to do it today. So let's go, let's dive in. Let me first of all bring in the project, and then we'll cut it, just a small sample out of it. As you can see, this is an empty project. From here, you can go into training. This is the song, right? Let me just load it, then come back here to sample edit. This is it. So I just need a small portion of it, kind of like just maybe like a bar or something. Let me play that. Definitely here. I think this might just be 2 bars. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I need. So from here, I can just go ahead and basically just go to my process, and I think I just want to save it as I just extract that sample and make it something else. I can rename it to training sample. Then I do it. So now it's here. This is it right here. This is what we're going to be affecting those on. And then if I come back to my main, in here, I can actually go to the program. I can actually go into my browser and then assign this training sample. Oh, I think I didn't get that naming right, but then it's all good. I can still edit it. So I can see training sample. I can put it here, so that's just where I'm going. Yeah, so now that being there, we will now start to effect these filters on it. And where best can we go to get those filters? Straightforward. You know, we have actually talked about this before. Go into your program edit. You see in your program edit, these are the samples that you have. Now, if I click here, this is the sample we're talking about. Let's proceed. If you come to envelope, this is amplitude, right? You hit again, you come to filter. These are the filters we're supposed to, explain here. Now, as you can see, it's currently on low 2. Normally, it can be off, which means no filter is applied to that particular sample. Now, let me go back to that sample and do something. I think for me, it's a bit loud, right? I can easily come here and take down the level to a reasonable extent. Yeah, I think that level is fine, just for what we're trying to achieve, right? So let's go back. If I come here to filter, this is off. The very first one is the low pass filter. And that is the one you have here, low. Low pass filter, basically what it means is it allows the low frequency signal to pass through while it attenuates the high frequency signal. In simple layman term, it allows your low frequency to go, it blocks the high frequency. That's basically what the low pass filter does. Now, sometimes you can see the low as 1, 2, 4, 6, and things like that. That basically means it's referring to the pole. Now, we're talking about pole. Pole simply means the amount of gain and the volume that is added at each cutoff frequency. It means you are going to use a cutoff frequency to select that particular frequency, and that is the point wherein your low or any other filter that you are bringing on board, that you are trying to put on that particular instrument or that particular sample, that is the exact point where that filter will be effective. Now, this is our sample without a filter. It's off right now. Let us play back, and then we cut off set to 0. Let me take this back to 0 for low frequency, basically the low pass filter. Let's hear it. That's it. Now, for the cutoff, this will not really make any difference anyway. Now, let us take the cutoff back to 0. And make this low 1. Did you see what just happened now? It completely took out the entire high. If I increase this to low 2, it will further amplify whatever effect on that particular cutoff frequency, which means the low can now become even lower per se, because I'm actually cutting off. My cutoff is on 0 right now, is actually on the very low frequency. So let us do that. This is what you hear me now. If I move it to 2, it goes kind of like lower, like as if it's trying to search for more, lower frequency. That's why it's a bit very faint to hear. Now, let us increase the cutoff frequency. Let's take it back to low 1 and increase this cutoff frequency. Let me take it to, let me stop it at maybe like the half point. I'm going to stop it to 127, but let me just stop it at 70 for now. If I bring this up here to 100, if I change this now to 2, you see, it still finds that point where I've put in that cutoff and then trying to amplify that particular low in that cutoff frequency that I set. So the deep will become deeper within that range. Anytime you are shifting between poles, that's just what it is. But just know that the low pass filter, that's what it does. It takes away all the highs and it attenuates the highs and it allows the low frequency to pass through. I hope that should be useful for you when you are trying to basically, maybe sometimes you want your kick to sound deeper, things like that. You can basically put it on. You can add some lows to it and then you'll be able to feel that depth of that kick. That'll be all for now in this lesson. We'll see you in the next one.